Okay, hi everyone. This is a slightly different video to normal. This is going to be an unboxing. Now, I've just received this game. As you can see, it's Dinogenics. It's essentially just Jurassic Park, the board game, which is really cool. So if I can open it. Now, opening boxes one-handed. Hold on. Opening boxes one-handed is really difficult. There we go. Done it. So yeah, there we go. Dinogenics. Okay, so in here, you've got a little cloth bag, which is very cool. Now, I've already popped these tokens out, but you've got here some corrupted dinosaur tokens. Structural manual. So, has all the rules, all the contents, everything you need to know about the rules, everything like that. And then towards the back, single player scenarios. So there's like 10, I think it's 10 scenarios in here. Yeah, 10 scenarios. Of varying difficulty. So you can see hard, very hard. Like it starts on easy, obviously, and works its way up. Mediums, little FAQ. So that's really good. It's a really nice, thick, shiny, glossy book. You then got the reputation and visitor track. So that's this board. Now this is lovely because it's got nice little recessed slots. So you can put your cubes in, and then if you bang the table, they don't move. Really useful. This bit's for the player tokens, so I'll show you those in a bit. But each player takes on a different corporation, and they just slot into there. And then there's little cubes for each character. At the top, you've got the scoring board and how it works, and then these little frames. And the way it goes is you start here, and this tells you how many visitors turn up, how many meeples you get to use. You've got the visitors at the top, and as you go through, it moves down the board all the way down to the end. There's another one for this is for 1 to 3, and this is for 4 or 5 players, and they work in exactly the same way. You then got the actual player boards. Now these are really cool. So this is one of them. Again, you've got the recessed. Basically, what it is, they're double. You can sort of just about see it. If I get it to focus, there you go. You can see that thin line in the middle there, just running through it. It's actually 2 layers, so it's what's known as a double layered board. And what they do is they have the base board and then the top board, and they cut through all the bits so that the cubes and the rest of the things all slot into the board, which is really nice because, as I said, with the reputation tracker, if you knock the table, some games everything goes flying. Terraforming Mars is very bad for that. So to have these is great. And there's some really nice components to go with this as well. So there's 5 of those boards. And then you have the main board. Now the main board's very nice. The component quality, I have to say, the component quality in this game is wonderful. It's a really, really well-made game. So there's I'll show you the board. That's the main board there. So this is what's called a worker placement game. So you see all these, you've got these dots, these circles on the board. This is where you can place your workers, and then depending on where they go, means you get certain things. So the ferry, for example, gives you 3 credits. The city centre allows you to do certain things. Spend money to buy things from the market, or purchase 3 fences, or a facility, or repair a facility. The farm gives you food, etc., etc. So all these spaces, and then you've got your little trackers around the outside as well for your victory points. So you can see the numbers just running down there, all the way around to at the top here. Let it focus, not the controller. There we go. So you got 1 all the way around to 100. So now into the main box. Now, as I said, I've punched the tokens out already. There was a punch board which had all these credit tokens in it, a series of 1s and 3s, some blocking tokens. So when you're playing a game with lesser people, so 1, 2, etc., you block off some of the spaces on the board to make it a bit more of a challenge than otherwise might be. These are the player tokens for different corporations, as I was saying. If I just open this bag, and if we pull them out, so here you go. You can see the different corporations, and each colour is one particular corporation. So you'll see the black one has the same symbol, the orange and the orange, the yellow and the yellow, and the blue and the blue. And they fit onto that reputation board and then go around the victory points board as well. Cubes for scoring, again, match the tokens here. A couple of dice. So you've got dinosaur. This is for when the dinosaurs attack. So different things mean different things. You've got the lovely little happy smiley face for when the visitors are all right. These scandal tokens. So this is whenever a visitor is killed in your park by a dinosaur. Then we got on to some really cool stuff. So these are the walls. They're like proper fence meeples, and they slot beautifully into the player board. And you can see they're quite chunky, and they fit wonderfully into those boards. It's really, really nice. And then you've got the dinosaurs. So if you get these out, you've got your Stegosaurus, you've got your Triceratops, and these are all different colours as well. And you've got your Brontosaurus. So what's really cool is all the vegetarian dinosaurs, all the herbivores, are a shade of green. All the vegetarian ones, like the dinosaurs have chosen. Then you've got the Ankylosaurus. So they're the dudes with the spiny shield on the top, like a turtle but with spines, and a big, like almost like a mace thing on their tail. You've got the T-Rex. Turn it around so you can see it. It's a nice big T-Rex there. Got your Velociraptors, your Pterodactyls. Some of my favourite. You got the goats. So you have to feed your carnivores each round, and you do that by collecting goats and putting them into the pens with the carnivores. These are your visitor meeples. These are just your standard little red meeples. And you have your worker meeples. So again, the workers match the colours of the player tokens, and they just go onto those boards and show you where you're currently going. I'll take some of these out. These are your facilities. So these go into the player boards. So I'll show you how it works. So you have your player board, and as you buy facilities, they just slot neatly into these. What's really lovely, if you see here, it's just got an ever so slight lip, so you can reach in and take them out really easily. So that's really nice, and there's all sorts of different things in this. So all sorts of, yeah, nice bits. Really, really clever, really well made. And there's all sorts of different facilities. You've got your newsroom to do broadcasting. And then what can happen is the dinosaurs, if they escape, they can damage things, at which point they flip to the damaged side, and then you have to go and repair them. Now, the other really cool bit I showed you before was the walls. So if I open up these walls, Put the bag open. There we go. Doing this one-handed is really difficult. So you've got these walls, and they're nice and sturdy, and they just slot into those little holes there, so you can pull a few out. You build up your board, and you can make little pens, and then the dinosaurs can sit in there. So it's a really lovely game. The last bit is the cards. You've got DNA cards to bring out the dinosaurs. So you can see Tyrannosaurus DNA. Each particular dinosaur has different characteristics. So this is 7 victory points. The size of pen it needs in order to work. And then every time you check for rampage, which is when a particular thing is not, so if they're not fed properly, or they're not in a big enough pen, or there's other dinosaurs present, you go through rampage. Now this one says normally it's 1 dice. This one says roll 2 dice to see what happens. And there's a whole load of other dinosaurs, all the ones I showed you. Stegosaurus, oh, there you go, another T-Rex. Stegosaurus, Velociraptor, Pterodactyl. The artwork's really nice as well. The artwork's very pretty. Very reminiscent of the Jurassic Park films as well. Brontosaurus. There you go. There's the Ankylosaurus. It's the one with the big, like, rock stone tail thing, and the spikes on its back. So yeah, the artwork's really nice. And the other thing you get is breaking news. So these cards kind of change up the game a bit. So, for example, this one, animal rights protesters. So if you do some sort of testing, or if you put your worker into a particular space, you gain a scandal token. And there's a whole variety of them. There's like some corruption ones, so you get some corrupt DNA, and they produce different dinosaurs. So you get mutants as well. They're sort of like, they look a bit like velociraptors, but with more spikes and extra arms and things. And then there's the corrupt T-Rex as well. So these replace the green tokens that I showed you right at the start. Wherever I put them, these ones. So these are what come with a normal base game. This was part of the Kickstarter, so you got the extra dinosaur meeples. So yeah, that is Dinogenics. I haven't played it yet. I'm really excited to. It looks lovely. And I really think it's going to be a game that we will enjoy. Plus, it's basically Jurassic Park. Like, what isn't to like? I love Jurassic Park as a kid. This game is kind of bringing to life everything that I loved about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it kind of whet your appetite for it. Once I've got a proper... I'm looking to get a proper stand for the phone to be able to shoot down over a table to be able to film these properly. And once I've got that, I might actually try and do a playthrough and show you how it plays. So, yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Me just hitting the zoom button there.